Sammy the squirrel was no ordinary squirrel. He was always full of energy and loved an adventure. Sammy lived in a big oak tree. He loved to scamper up and down its branches. He was always curious about the world. One sunny morning, Sammy woke up feeling extra adventurous. He wanted to explore the very top of his tree. He had never been that high before. Sammy took a deep breath and started to climb. Up, up, he went, his little claws gripping the bark. The world seemed to stretch out below him, a dizzying view of green leaves and blue sky. This was exciting. Reaching the topmost branches, Sammy paused to catch his breath. He had climbed so high, higher than he ever had before. The view from up here was breathtaking. He had discovered a whole new world. The treetops were like a hidden kingdom, full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. The treetops were a bustling place, full of life and activity. Squirrels darted from branch to branch, gathering food and playing games. Sammy felt like he was on top of the world. The sky seemed closer and the ground far below looked like a distant memory. The air buzzed with the sound of insects. Birds sang sweet melodies, creating a harmonious backdrop to the lively scene. The leaves rustled gently in the breeze, adding a soothing rhythm to the symphony of sounds. It was a symphony of nature. Every sound, every movement was part of a grand performance orchestrated by the forest. Sammy took a deep breath, enjoying the fresh air and the feeling of the warm sun on his fur. It was a moment of pure bliss. Looking around, Sammy noticed other squirrels chasing each other through the leaves. They moved with such speed and agility. They seemed to be playing a game of tag, their laughter echoing through the branches. Sammy, always eager to join the fun, scurried towards them, ready for an adventure. He knew that every day in the treetops brought new surprises and endless excitement. Sammy quickly made friends with the other squirrels. There was Rosie with her bushy tail and Sparky, who was always full of mischief. They welcomed Sammy to their group and introduced him to their world. As they played, a blue jay landed on a branch above them. It was Bertie, and he wasn't very friendly. Bertie liked to tease the squirrels and boss them around. He thought he was the king of the treetops. "Well, well, well," squawked Bertie. "What do we have here? New squirrels on my branch?" Sammy and his new friends knew they had to be careful around Bertie. He could be quite a bully. Section 4. The Great Acorn Race. One sunny afternoon, the squirrels decided to have a race. It was the annual acorn race, a time-honored tradition in their part of the woods, eagerly awaited by all. The goal? To be the first to collect 5 acorns and bring them back to the starting line. It was a test of speed, agility, and strategy. Sammy was excited. He loved a good challenge and had been looking forward to this day for weeks. Rosie and Sparky were confident too. They had been training hard, running through the forest and practicing their acorn-gathering skills. They had been practicing all year, honing their skills and perfecting their techniques. The squirrels lined up, their tails twitching with anticipation. The air was filled with excitement and a sense of friendly competition. A wise old owl perched on a branch above them served as the race referee. His keen eyes would ensure a fair race. "On your mark, get set, go," hooted the owl, his voice echoing through the trees. And with that, the squirrels were off, scrambling up and down branches, their little paws moving like lightning. They darted through the forest, each one determined to be the first to gather all 5 acorns and claim victory. Section 5. Trapped. The race was close. Sammy was neck and neck with Rosie. They both had 4 acorns and were searching frantically for the last one. Suddenly, Sammy spotted it, glinting under a bush. He darted towards it, reaching out, but it was a trap. A small cage snapped shut around him, trapping him inside. Sammy struggled against the bars, but it was no use. He was stuck. "Help!" he cried out, his voice muffled by the wire mesh. "Can anyone hear me?" The sounds of the race faded as the other squirrels, unaware of Sammy's predicament, continued their quest for acorns. Section 6. A Nutty Celebration. Deep in the heart of the forest, the squirrels were preparing for their annual gathering, a time of joy and camaraderie. Just when Sammy was about to lose hope, he heard the familiar voice of Rosie. She had been searching tirelessly for him, knowing he wouldn't miss the celebration without a reason. She had noticed his absence and had come back to find him. Her heart raced as she scoured the forest, calling out his name. Seeing him trapped, she quickly sprang into action. Without a moment's hesitation, Rosie knew she had to act fast to free her friend. With her sharp teeth, she began to gnaw at the rope that held the cage door shut. Each bite was filled with determination and hope. It took all her strength, but finally, the rope snapped and the cage door swung open. Sammy was free. The relief and joy in his eyes were unmistakable. Overjoyed, Sammy and Rosie gathered the remaining acorns and raced back to the finish line, arriving just as Sparky was claiming victory. Their hearts pounded with excitement and relief. Seeing their plight, Sparky generously shared his win, and they all enjoyed a celebratory feast of acorns together, laughing and sharing stories of their adventure. The forest echoed with their joyous chatter, a testament to their unbreakable bond and the spirit of friendship.